Hey everybody, Flash Meteorologist Dave Downey here. Another beautiful October weekend for some. Some it'll be split in two with storms one day and nice pumpkin patch, apple picking, whatever your favorite fall-like activity weather is for the other day. Let's dive into the cold front that's going to sweep across the country this weekend that could bring some severe weather, especially across the lower Mississippi Valley. And we'll touch on hurricane season a little bit too. We've still got about 6 weeks left in the season. It runs through the end of November. And there is an area that the Hurricane Center is watching for potential development in the Caribbean next week. First, let's talk about that cold front that's going to move across the country this weekend. Here we are on Friday afternoon. You're thinking, what cold front? There's not a whole lot of anything going on. On Friday, I'm in Raleigh. It's a beautiful sunny day here to cap off the work week, but we've got rain in the forecast Sunday. Saturday, though, watch what happens. Boom, here we are, 1 o'clock. This cold front starts to spawn storms right up and down I-35 from Joplin, Missouri, Tulsa, Oklahoma City, down to the DFW Metroplex. This is 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, so if you've got plans for college football Saturday across the Deep South, some of these will be impacted. Here's 6 p.m. We've got a football game that's going to be played in Fayetteville, Arkansas tomorrow. Arkansas hosting Texas A&M. And that game is likely going to be, if not delayed, at least impacted by this front pushing through. You see storms upwards, maybe as far north as the I-70 corridor between St. Louis and Kansas City. And then those storms going to march eastward after sunset. Here's 8, 9, 10 o'clock, crossing the Mississippi into Mississippi, the Mississippi River. The storm's moving into the state of Mississippi at this point. Also western Tennessee, down into Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and eventually into the Ohio Valley Saturday night into Sunday. Before we take it to Sunday, I want to show you the severe weather threat level on the day Saturday. Big area, 2 out of 5 risk from all the way up close to St. Louis into eastern Oklahoma, just east of Dallas, and then into Louisiana, Mississippi, and Tennessee. Damaging winds, the main threat. We could see a couple tornadoes embedded within the line of storms. That's not likely going to be the primary threat, and there's a low-end hail threat with all of this as well. All right, let's take it out to Sunday now with Flashcast. Here we are, Sunday. Here's 10 a.m. Rain getting going for a couple thousand-mile stretch here from the upper peninsula of Michigan all the way down to the Florida Panhandle here on Sunday morning into Sunday afternoon. And we are going to see some big-time wind gusts in the wake of this cold front, even without the storms. We're going to see gusts upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour, especially across the Great Lakes. And then the best storm chance on Sunday likely going to be from central Ohio into western and central Pennsylvania, wherever we can see the warmest weather, which is admittedly hard to get here in mid-October. Anything to kind of juice up the atmosphere out ahead of these storms. Here we are Sunday night into Monday. Rain spreads eastward towards the Outer Banks and then eventually up towards Philadelphia, New York City. A wet start to the work week for New England and the Northeast. But then by Monday night, here's 9 p.m. Monday, this system finally moves off the coast into the Atlantic, and much of the country at this point is dry by Monday night, and then the temperatures start to drop once again. Let's look at lows next Tuesday. Not too bad yet in terms of the chill. 40s across the Mid-Atlantic, Midwest for Tuesday morning. So not a crazy chill with this cold front, but like we mentioned, the wind gusts over the weekend are going to be substantial for college football, NFL games. Let's fast forward this to Sunday. Look at Central Ohio on Sunday, upwards of 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts. The Bengals played Thursday night, but the Browns play at home on Sunday, and that is going to be an interesting game to watch with those wind gusts upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour on Sunday. The winds will start to back off, though, Monday, Tuesday, and especially by Wednesday. as we return to more of a normal fall-like pattern for the middle part of next week. All right, to the tropics now. We'll touch on this real quick. This is the latest outlook from the Hurricane Center as of Friday afternoon. The next name on the list is Melissa, and there's a decent chance that this area of showers and thunderstorms that is right in the middle of the tropical Atlantic right now could turn into something in the Caribbean. What that something could be is still well within the realms of we don't know yet. This is the batch of showers and thunderstorms right now across the MDR, the main development region of the tropical Atlantic. It slowly gets itself into the Caribbean. Here we are by next Wednesday. Jamaica, the Turks and Caicos, maybe up further towards the Cayman Islands, showers and storms. And then will we see some sort of tropical system get organized here maybe in a week, 10 days time? Potentially, we'll see. Usually this late in the year, if we do see a threat by, this is almost to Halloween, this is the 24th, 25th, usually Central America is the area that's under the gun for a potential tropical landfall. But Wilma, South Florida residents know Wilma well, that was in mid to late October back in 2005. So we're tracking the severe weather threat this weekend across the lower Mississippi Valley, especially Arkansas. Plenty of outdoor events will be impacted by these storms, whether they're severe or not, as they march across the country this weekend. Download the free Flash Weather AI mobile app on your phone, App Store, Google Play stores. Free to download to track the storms with 18-hour future radar and a 10-day extended future radar with Flashcast on your phone. Flash bringing the latest, pioneering the latest in severe weather and tropical cyclone forecasting. Stay tuned for some interesting new features here coming out by the end of October.